Hi everybody, welcome. I'm Bruce Beck. I'm glad you're here. We're in Jade's kitchen today, home of Jade Made Foods in Glen Cove, New York. I love, and I think you will too, this is my version of a very romantic memory from Verona a number of years ago. Verona is not only a beautiful city with charming people and great architecture and all of that, but they have wonderful food, and one of the things you can expect to find in Verona is trout from nearby Lake Garda. These are rainbow trout, farm-raised in Idaho. Trout from Lake Garda are a little different. They're probably Arctic char that were landlocked after the last ice age. And they have pink flesh. They're just as pink as Verona pink marble. And they're beautiful and delicious, and we can do the same preparation here. You can broil this, and it'll take 4 minutes on the side, and that's it. We have a grill pan. We're going to do that today instead. Preparation on this is very simple. Our rainbow trout in the U.S. are very carefully raised. They dress down to about 12 ounces, so it's a single serving. I don't even scale them because trout scales are very, very soft. And if you grill them or broil them, they'll be nice and crispy and they'll be delicious. You can have your fish market clean them if you want to. If you have a real phobia about fish bones and you know who you are, then just have your fish market fillet them for you. They'll be happy to do it. They need to have a little bit of scoring so that they don't curl up when they cook. That will also let your flavors in. So just hold the knife at about a 45 degrees angle toward the head and put 3 or 4 scores just to the bone on each side. And it lets our flavors in too. Speaking of which, it's just rosemary and garlic. So we need to crack the garlic to release the flavor. So 1 garlic clove for each trout, and then also let some smack rosemary to release its flavor too. This cooks so quickly that there isn't time for the rosemary to release all of its flavors. Okay, so those are the flavors. So now all I need to do is take each trout, rub it with the garlic, and then put it in the cavity, and a piece of rosemary, put that in the cavity. So let's do some salt and pepper. Notice how evenly the salt will fall if you sprinkle it from up high, and that way you get much more even. Pepper too, of course. And now all we need is some olive oil, and we need a little touch of wine, and I'm using dry vermouth today, which is a very nice choice. We need enough oil so that we moisten the fish all over, and the wine will just keep it a little bit moist and make it a little bit flavorful too. Now, the ideal thing to do is to flavor your trout and then let them come to room temperature. Give them about a half hour or so. They will cook quickly and evenly that way. Oh, I promised you a little wine. If we were broiling, I would just splash it around the fish in the broiler pan, but since we're doing this, I'll just drizzle a little bit on and give it a chance to marry a little bit with the fish. Fish will normally cook in 8 minutes per inch that it is thick, and a trout is usually an inch thick, so a trout will cook in 8 minutes, 4 minutes on the side. This is an induction burner. Let me make sure this is good and hot. We want it all the way up to temperature so that we don't have to worry about anything sticking. Also, there is a tradition of presenting whole fish with the head on the left. That's the way people expect to see a whole fish presented to them. We're going to cook these with one turn only. Let's try it. So that means we're going to start them on their left sides. Then when we turn it, they will be on their right sides, and that's where we want them. Give that 4 minutes on the highest possible setting, and then I'll show you how to turn it. Okay, we've had 5 minutes on the first side, so I'm going to give these a turn. I'm going to introduce the spatula from the head back because I don't want to go this way and tear little strips there, so let's do it from the head back. Got anything we can work with cosmetically? No, not really. Okay, let's go ahead and give them another 5 minutes. Okay, these guys have had enough time. I'll just double check and make sure that they're completely warmed through. Okay, we got it.
Go ahead, heat that up and
place those side by side in proper Pisces presentation there, and then we'll just rosemary and a little touch of tomatoes for sweetness, and of course the red color does no harm. There's our Verona-style. Notice that when you have a whole fish, it's very easy to use your knife to get right where the dorsal fin leads you, and just pull that fillet back and you'll be right inside there. And it's good too. So there's our rosemary trout, Verona style. Thanks everybody, I'm glad you were here. So enjoy. Thank you.